are you?
Caitlin, I just want to personally congratulate you on being named captain for the 20.
The rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese is officially dead. The All-Star votes are in, and the public has delivered a brutal verdict that completely shatters the media's favorite narrative. This wasn't a close race, it was a public humiliation, and the numbers reveal a shocking truth about who the real superstar is, and why the other is being left behind.
The better part of 2 years, maybe even 3 years, the mainstream media has been trying to convince us that Angel Reese is a huge star.
The first piece of undeniable evidence came from the WNBA All-Star voting returns, and the numbers revealed a staggering chasm. Caitlin Clark didn't just win, she commanded the league, pulling in an unprecedented 1.29 million fan votes to lock in her role as a team captain. The message from the public was deafening. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, the player positioned as her equal, faced an embarrassing reality check. She wasn't just beaten by Clark, she was completely irrelevant in the race, failing to even crack the top 10 and landing at a distant 13th place with a mere 173,000 votes.
Angel Reese, I'm sorry, ma'am. What makes you think that you deserve to be in the top 10 and the whole WNBA in voting? Don't you know you got to compete with Plum, Collier, Breanna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, who else? Caitlin Clark, who is ranked 4th in the WNBA. She's ranked 4th. You are ranked 25th.
This public perception isn't based on feelings, it's rooted in cold, hard facts, and the stat sheet tells an even more damning story. While Caitlin Clark is rewriting WNBA history, becoming the fastest player ever to 350 assists and the fastest guard to 250 rebounds, Angel Reese's game is in a shocking state of regression. In nearly every meaningful category, she has gotten worse. Her scoring has dropped. Her rebounding has slightly dipped, and most alarmingly, her efficiency has completely collapsed. Her field goal percentage has plummeted to a dismal 39.1%, an unacceptable number for a 6'3" forward.
So lads, Caitlin Clark led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Obviously led the WNBA in All-Star voting. Like, I don't think anyone is shocked by that. If somebody is surprised by Caitlin Clark leading the WNBA in All-Star voting, you've been living under a rock. It's obvious. She was always going to lead.
This statistical decline is perfectly captured by a controversy that has come to define Reese's season, the infamous me bounds. The term, which began as an online criticism, points to her tendency to pad her rebound stats by grabbing her own frequent missed shots at the rim. But the most revealing part of this saga isn't the criticism itself, it's how Reese responded. In a move that left the basketball world stunned, she decided to file a trademark for the term me bounds. Instead of going to the gym to fix a fundamental flaw in her game, she went to the patent office to monetize it.
Bit of an up and down season for her, relatively speaking, because she's been in and out of the lineup. Collier did miss a few games with a back issue as well. And of course, Clark had the shooting slump before she went out with the latest injury. Don't know how much that was related or is related, but Clark's impact on the floor is apparent when you see her there and when you see her off, and her numbers are still awesome. Not to mention, she's by far the most popular player in the league, and this is decided by fan voting. And
that misguided focus on brand over ball has had devastating consequences for her team. While Clark has single-handedly turned the Indiana Fever into a marquee attraction, Reese's Chicago Sky are languishing in the basement of the Eastern Conference with a pathetic record. The team that was supposed to thrive with her star power is instead drowning. The coaching staff has been thrown into a desperate scramble to find a way to make her effective, but their experiments have only exposed deeper flaws, proving that the problem isn't the system, it's the centerpiece.
Whoever came up with the me-bounce thing, y'all ate that up, because rebounds, me-bounce, rebounds, key-bounds, T-bounds, T-bounds, anything that comes off that board, it's mine. It's mine. And a brand, that's 6 figures right there. whoever came up with that, the trolling, I love when y'all do it, because, like, the ideas be good. Like, when y'all have to alter my face and shit, because I'm cute. All right, whatever. Like, that doesn't get me. But, like, when y'all came up with rebounds, because statistically, all the rebounds that I get aren't always just mine. They're, like, the defenses, too. Or somebody else is on my team. But when y'all came up with rebounds, y'all ate one little thing. Janine, we're ranking. We're gonna work with that.
No moment captured this harsh reality more than when Angel Reese was benched during crunch time of a rare Chicago victory. In the most critical moments of the game, her coaches decided the team's best chance to win was with their supposed superstar watching from the sidelines. As she sat on the bench, her rookie teammate Camila Cardoso dominated, dropping a career-high 23 points and securing the win. The message was clear, powerful, and utterly damning. The Chicago Sky play better basketball when Angel Reese is not on the floor.
So Angel Reese came out and had a 12 rebound, 4 point, 2 assist game in the absence of Caitlin Clark tonight. Angel, they're not coming for you. They're coming to watch the prodigal son or daughter, Caitlin Clark.
The benching wasn't a one-off decision, it was the result of weeks of failed experiments. The Sky coaching staff has tried everything short of reinventing the rules of basketball to make Reese effective. They attempted to turn her into a playmaker, but her horrifying assist-to-turnover ratio killed that idea. They tried to use her as a point forward, an experiment that yielded more chaotic possessions than highlights. It has become glaringly obvious that her fundamental deficiencies, poor shooting, weak finishing, and questionable decision-making make her incredibly difficult to build around.
Because to be 6'3", she should be more dominant than what she is. Clearly she don't be in the gym enough, because she should be stronger than what she is. They be handling Angel Reese, and she want to be crying and talking about they ain't passing her the ball. I wonder why they not passing you the ball, because you're not good enough. And then the Chicago Sky, know what I'm saying, viewership, it only reaches like 1 point something million. But check this out. The highest was when they played against the Indiana.
All of this has led to the total collapse of the rivalry the WNBA tried so hard to manufacture. A great rivalry requires two competitors who push each other to new heights, who trade blows and elevate the sport. But what we have here is a one-sided affair. Clark's dominance in every meaningful metric, from individual stats to team success to cultural impact, has exposed the so-called rivalry as a media-driven fantasy. The league wanted a war, but all they got was a lecture from reality, proving one player was a generational talent and the other was simply there.
You know, in the past, when I said things like Angel Reese is not a good basketball player, I think I spoke too soon. At this point, I've come to realize that Angel Reese, the self-appointed most important player in the WNBA, is not a bad player. She may be the worst player, at least whose name we actually know, right?
Perhaps the biggest difference between them isn't on the court, but in their minds. When faced with adversity, Caitlin Clark responds like a champion. When critics called her out for physical play, she got stronger and improved her decision-making. That's what elite athletes do. They identify a weakness and systematically destroy it. Angel Reese's response to criticism has been the opposite. She creates merchandise, she engages in social media warfare, and she blames everyone but herself. This isn't the mindset of a winner, it's the mindset of a celebrity.
Saying rebounds, crebounds, me bounds, brick ups, pray ups, whatever the case may be. And it's crazy because to be 6'3", she should be more dominant than what she is. Clearly she don't be in the gym enough, because she should be stronger than what she is. They be handling Angel Reese, and she want to be crying and talking about they ain't passing her the ball. I wonder why they not passing you the ball, because you're not good enough. And then the Chicago Sky, know what I'm saying, viewership, it only reaches like 1 point something.
There's an old saying in sports, great players make their teammates better. Caitlin Clark is the very definition of a rising tide that lifts all boats. Her gravity on the court and her historic passing ability create open looks and opportunities for everyone on her team. Her teammates are having career years simply by playing alongside her. In stark contrast, Reese has become a black hole on offense. The offense doesn't flow through her, it dies with her. It's the ultimate failure of a supposed star, not just failing to shine, but actively casting a shadow over her own teammates.
Cause everybody's trying to make this about a, come on, black man, protect the sisters, brother. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese, stop it.
The uncomfortable truth is that Angel Reese may have already hit her peak. Her championship run at LSU now looks less like the beginning of a dynasty and more like a perfect storm. She was in the ideal system, with a dominant coach and talented teammates who perfectly masked her weaknesses. That magical season created a level of hype that her individual talent was never equipped to meet at the professional level. The All-Star snub isn't a sign of a sophomore slump, it's a sign that her professional career is a regression to the mean.
I ain't gonna lie, this bitch so trash. Y'all gotta understand, she gets so many rebounds because she missed the layup 50 times before even getting fouled for real. You got sports bettors making thousands and thousands of dollars on her missing her first shot. Like, how you that tall and close to the rim, you can't even make one layup game? They pay your ass way too much money for this shit. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark got this bitch playing like Steph Curry. She missed so much, they gave her own slogan. They call her ass me-bound. I'ma miss the layup, I'ma get it, rebound, and I'ma miss the layup.
To cope with this decline, Reese has adopted a bizarre and contradictory public persona. One minute, she's crying at the podium, talking about how her crown is heavy and how people hate her for no reason, playing the victim. The next, she's on social media, embracing the Bayou Barbie villain role, claiming she loves the trolling and the hate. You can't be both. You can't cry for sympathy on Tuesday and act like a heel on Wednesday. This constant flip-flopping exposes a deeply inauthentic, calculated image designed to deflect from her on-court failures. It's a desperate attempt to control the narrative when she can no longer control the game.
We need to get better. Obviously, we've had up and down games, but we're all-stars. And we're going to continue to prove it. Obviously, this is the last week for all-star voting. Camilla, she should be all-stars her first year. She could have got it last year with injury, but she should be an all-star this year. I think we've had up and down games, obviously, but being consistent and coming out every night. I mean, obviously, you don't put up 27 on nothing, like, against anybody. She's been consistent. Obviously, she's going away, but that doesn't take away what she's done. So, her, me, Ariel, I know we belong to all-star. Thank you.
This entire situation has created a marketing nightmare for the WNBA. The league office invested heavily in the Clark-Reese rivalry, making it the centerpiece of their growth strategy. They pushed it in commercials, on social media, and through their broadcast partners. But now, their prize narrative has been exposed as fraudulent. They are left with a massive dilemma. Do they continue promoting a fake rivalry and lose all credibility with fans who can see the truth with their own eyes? Or do they pivot away from Reese, effectively admitting their golden goose was a bust? Either way, it's a disaster, all because one half of their star duo failed to hold up her end of the bargain.
Minute, you're crying on the podium about how people hate you, and then you want to get in videos like this and say, I love the trolling. Pick a side. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be on the villain side that you don't care about trolling? Or do you want to be on the victim side crying about how people hate you and how your crown is heavy? What is it? You're so fake, bro. This is why we don't like you, man.
In the end, as Caitlin Clark prepares to captain the All-Star game, Angel Reese will be at home, a spectator to the event she believes she belonged in. Her story has become a powerful cautionary tale about the critical difference between college hype and professional greatness. One player used the immense pressure and spotlight to forge her game into something legendary.
Caitlin Clark, because Angel Reese does too much.
Caitlin Clark, because I feel like she's an all-around player. Caitlin Clark.
I picked Caitlin Clark because she's better than Angel Reese and she doesn't really finish her layups. I think Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese because Angel Reese is just not my...
The other appears to have gotten lost in that same spotlight, prioritizing the perks of fame over the hard work of her craft. The All-Star snub wasn't a personal attack, it was a reflection of performance. In professional sports, you can't fake your way to greatness. The court doesn't lie, the stat sheet doesn't lie, and as we have now clearly seen, the voting results don't lie either.